Most students wait until their junior year to take physics, and because a physics class is not mandatory in order to graduate and get into college, students decide to join the class for a variety of reasons. Since physics does not offer a pre-AP option, many students in an AP physics class may struggle to keep the pace.
I think that students initially have a lot of trouble with physics, especially those going into one, because they assume that it's going to be a science class because it's labeled as a science class. But it's a little different. But in physics, they're testing whether you can actually apply those concepts or not beyond just the equations and the formulas. They spend a lot of time memorizing essentially the formula chart, which is given to you on the test, and then get freaked out on test day when they can't actually figure out how to use them right.
Being a recent veteran of the class, Lee serves as the perfect man in the middle between the teacher and the students.
So Jin has been great because he's enthusiastic, he's passionate about the subject, and he's got a really good understanding for someone who's just still in high school. And so the fact that he's in the same peer group as my students, they feel very comfortable coming to him for questions, and he's got a way of explaining it that is really good. It works for them.
In addition to assisting students during class, Lee has found a way to relay his knowledge further during the advisory period on Wednesdays or Thursdays.
So I'm the president of Physics Club, which is a new club I created this year to mainly teach students in AP Physics C topics over electromagnetism about a week or two before they actually learn them in class. So these meetings are essentially 20-30-minute lectures in which I cover about 2 or 3 classes worth of material. I just want to introduce them to the idea so that they're unfazed when they see it in class and they have the opportunity to look and ask more questions.
Lee puts up to 5 hours into his presentations for each lecture, and the payoff is evident, as his regular attendees seem to be learning a lot from them.
I know Jin struggled a lot in physics last year, so the fact that he was able to get through that means that he can show us as well how to get through physics. I mean, I can relate to him more, and so he knows, because since he's literally still a student, he knows what's going on through our minds, and so he knows how to give us the information.
For students not as well versed as BOHARA in physics or any of their classes for that matter, Lee insists that all students need to start somewhere.
Physics, at least in high school, basically asks you to problem solve, and the only way you're going to get better at that is by solving problems. And there almost seems to be a stigma around doing problems out of the book because it's too try hard or whatever. But for people that are really struggling, if your grades suck, maybe a little try-harding is what you need.
Reporting for WTV, I'm Kennedy Williams.